Connor. We want to see the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That's it.
You can't. I hear you. Let's shift gears out of this and talk about some of the inside stuff you said that's happening in New York City, because clearly, for whatever reason, the media is hyping this as a political diversion. It's growing. Even when cops, shoot somebody on video who's aiming a gun at them down in Missouri, it's becoming another big issue and people riot. What's underlying that, I think, overall is economic decay, kind of a sense of hopelessness by some, and almost a trial of passage to go out and fight with the police. The police, it's becoming a trial of passage to become militarized, and there's a sense with the derivatives and the rest of it that a collapse is coming. I want to go to Victor and HB and Richard and Greg and Nelson here in a moment, but specifically other stuff that you see going on in New York.
Two things. Number one, when the mayor, by the way, the 2017 New York mayor's race is already underway. I mean, they're doing the B-roll. They are, I predict that a version of the 3 o'clock call, what happens if you get that 3 a.m. call, is going to be, what happens if a police officer is killed on your watch? What will your next mayor say? The second thing is, when Mayor Bill de Blasio was elected, on the dais, you saw Bill and Hillary Clinton, because Alex, he showed to a lot of people, not just in New York, but the voice of the progressive, of a new faction, a new arm, a new wing of the Democratic Liberal Party. And all eyes were on him. They were talking about him in 2016. I mean, he was the dandy. That is over. As he has these moments of silence, I submit he has a moments of silence for the death knell of his political career. That's number one. Number two, Al Sharpton. Alex, in the city of New York, Al Sharpton has provided a meme, a patella reflex. If you say Al Sharpton, they say Tawana Brawley. You cannot believe. People who don't even know who Tawana Brawley is, they just say this. For years, people have been saying, how does he do it? I think he's a genius. Like the royal family's a genius for conning the people of Britain to pay for these inbred, but that's a different story. So people are wondering, how is it? What is it? Al Sharpton meeting with the attorney, with the attorney general of this country, handpicking or help selecting the new U.S. attorney here in New York, meeting with the mayor. Imagine this. There's this picture in New York News of Al Sharpton sitting with Bill de Blasio, the mayor, and Bill Bratton, the commissioner. And there's Al Sharpton, national TV show, $4.5 million in back taxes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What is it? Now, I call this the Bill Cosby moment. Bill Cosby had these allegations for 45 plus years, and all of a sudden, it changed. Something happened. Don't know why. Hannibal Buress, who cares? The momentum switched. You are not going to be seeing Al Sharpton at the White House. You are not going to be seeing him at Gracie Mansion or in City Hall. Two different political trajectories in New York have just gone by the boards. Mayor de Blasio and Al Sharpton. You are going to see a complete and total fabrication of that. Mayor de Blasio is doomed. You're not going to be seeing. This will forever be his centerpiece, and Al Sharpton finally, because even though, Alex, he has never said or advocated violence, and even though other people around him said one dead cop, you can't be responsible for sometimes the momentum. But it doesn't matter, because in the city of New York, people look at those two as being responsible. Add to this, vector in this, remember this name, Pat Lynch, who was the patrolman's, the union, who is even more vocal, saying that de Blasio and Al Sharpton have blood on their hands. That meme, that idea was so powerful. Right now, people are realigning, because up till now, there's a new sheriff in town, so to speak, a new directory, a new vector, a new trajectory, a new something, because everything's changing, and you're seeing power vacuum.
Exactly. Let's go to some calls here, and these calls will be all over the map. Thank you, Victor, for holding. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes. Hi, Lionel and Mr. Jones. Good morning. It's really good to talk to both of you guys.
Good to talk to you. Go ahead.
I think it's absolutely insane what's going on with the whole racism thing. I just can't really comprehend the mindset of the majority of people and how they sort of can literally like hop and jump so quickly to something like that. It just shows you how far people have their heads in the sand.
Well, in this culture, the system's tried to dumb things down. Ford, Chevy, Coke, Pepsi. And so they want us to either be on one side or the other of whatever paradigm the system puts out instead of judging each case as it comes. I mean, it's tribal thinking, or it's groupthink. It's mob psychology, isn't it, Lionel?
Absolutely. And the media, look at the way they portrayed Cuba. I'm a native Floridian. Nobody's talking. They're making Raul Castro and Fidel Castro to be two romanticized Marxists, these revolutionaries. And they're talking about old Chevys and cigars. That's their take on Cuba?
Hold on, I want to get your take on Cuba briefly. We're also going to go to Nelson and then Richard and others. Stay with us. I'm Alex Jones, Infowars.com. It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
This hour of GCN programming is proudly sponsored by BlockitPocket.com. Protect your privacy and data and render your phone or device completely undetectable. Go under the radar when your phone's not in use with BlockitPocket.com.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce customer relationship software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com.
The CDC just announced flu vaccines may have the wrong strain of flu virus. You may not be protected. Whatever your lifestyle, your immune system is critical, and Immudyne provides your immune support. Doctor recommended, stimulant-free, and not found in pharmacies. Go to Immudyne.com to find out more or to place an order, or call 866-257-8668. That's IMMUDYNE.com or 866-257-8668. Remember, Immudyne is key support for your immune system.
Digestive health is key to wellness, and Pro-EM1 is the key to digestive health. Pro-EM1 is a daily liquid probiotic that improves food absorption and supports weight loss by removing toxins from your system. Recommended by doctors, Pro-EM1 is 100% natural, organic, non-GMO, wheat, soy, gluten, and dairy-free. Call us today at 888-611-8025 or visit ProEM1.com to save over $25 on your order. That's 888-611-8025 or PROEM1.com.
The experts are clear. Sunlight, purified water, healthy non-GMO food, and having a good attitude is essential to a healthy immune system. But I go further with Super Nascent Iodine X2 from InfoWarsLife.com. 50% stronger than our original and revolutionary Nascent Iodine formula, coming from a deep earth crystal source that no other supplier has. Most other forms of iodine come from seaweed in areas plagued by Fukushima and other contaminants. Not our iodine. It comes from over 200 million-year-old crystal salt deposits and is tested and proven to be completely pure. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. See the informational videos. Read the information they're compiled. And for a limited time, when you use promo code NOW at checkout, you get an additional 5% off the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products. Secure your Survival Shield X2 today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Be honest, I have mixed feelings about Cuba. I've studied it quite a bit. Never really lived in Florida, though, to experience it firsthand. Been to Florida a lot. So I'm not even going to really comment too deeply on it because a short comment doesn't really say what I truly think. It's mixed feelings. I'd like to be able to go to Cuba and see it. I know that embargo just keeps the regime in power and that Westernization might actually undermine it. A lot of research shows that. But to lionize or to make Che Guevara cute. I mean, I read one of the books he wrote. at least I did the cheat sheet and went to the subpages to see it for myself, where he called Hispanics subhuman, dumb little cockroaches, things like that. So many communists are so elitist. He saw himself as Spanish. And then you see all these, folks wearing the Che Guevara shirts like it's sexy when he really was a mass murderer. And Fidel Castro and Raul and the hundreds of thousands they've killed and the millions they've tortured. And then how they romanticize it. But at the same time, I know the West has got its own forms of corruption. And a bunch of mafias are mad that their island was taken from them, so they want to keep that beef going. What's your brief take summing up the Cuba situation? Because, when they make it about old 57 Chevys because they can't manufacture cars like North Korea, or they make it about cigars or scuba diving, how great it would be, it's really brushing over a lot of important history.
Alex, what you just said right now is so terrific. You know what you just did? You nuanced. You said, this is what I'm saying. Yes, 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 yes. All I'm saying was that, very simply, ask one question. What about the reparations of all of the Cubans who had their property and their businesses and their land seized after the revolution? Is that coming up? We talk about reparations for everybody else, which is a good idea. But if the Jones family lives in Havana or Cienfuegos or wherever, and all of a sudden that's gone, it's been in your family from day one, is there any talk about that? Let me just say, Alex, there's not enough time to go through it, but your nuance and the lionization of Che as some kind of semiotic darling, is another story. Let me throw one more thing at you about New York before I forget. We've got to be careful also about, we've got to, at one time, understand there are conspiracies. There are indeed false flags. There are indeed. But don't knee-jerk. You have another group of people in New York.
Yeah, I don't think the cops getting killed was a false flag.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But, I mean, the false flags jump out at you. I'm not going to get into all the points. You learn how to recognize them, and I just don't see any evidence of that. Let's go to, people get mad at me for saying that. I just tell people what I think. Maybe I'm not right.
I agree.
Nelson in Florida, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, we need an informed public, and Lionel hit the nail on the head into how to do that with his buddy Dale Watson up there. Every city's got their favorite musicians that have a huge following. If we do Farm Aid Y2K, we hit it, and everybody pushes this. Mike Adams, Oath Keepers, Ben Swan, Max Kaiser, Terrell Salente, and you, Alex, and Russell Brand host this, and we host this in every town, and we do this as parades, not protests. We need to have parades. And we do it a 3-day event. We get everybody there. Everybody takes us, comes through the door.
Like American Rebirth parades. The problem is it can be like a movement like the Tea Party. It's hard to get organizations and people to work together in the schedules. But that is certainly a good idea, to make freedom a celebration, not a war in the streets, a velvet revolution. Great point. Glad you held to say that. Anything else, Nelson?
Yeah, well, if we get everybody involved, we got the truckers, we got bikers, overpasses.org. I mean, everybody's working together. We just all need to coordinate. If we coordinate our efforts, it'll be easy. We the people. We need all to be carrying the same signs. We the people.
I know, but you have to understand, trying to coordinate something also makes it easy to chop the head off, and it gets to, believe me, I've tried it. We did enough overpass-type deals or whatever, then it congeals towards more centralization, not centralization the other way. But we're going to go to some overdrive here. If Lionel can do 5 more minutes to talk to Richard and Greg and a few others. I want to come back and jam in a few more calls, 70 seconds. Merry Christmas. Be safe. God bless you all. Thanks to all our affiliates and sponsors and listeners, and for your prayers and the good Lord above.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
Sold out for weeks due to the difficult and extensive proprietary process behind its creation. The exclusive InfoWars Life Secret 12 formulation is now back in stock in the last limited shipment of 2014. The most bioactive form that has been created with our proprietary process. This ultra-clean vitamin B12 nutraceutical has been carefully crafted and developed over the last 2 years and is based on cellular science of how your body actively absorbs essential nutrients. Secret 12 is taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Vitamin B12 deficiency is linked to scores of serious problems. And Secret 12 is a fusion of 2 organic proprietary forms of vitamin B12, bringing you a true nutraceutical quality vitamin B12. Secret 12. Secret 12 is an excellent Christmas gift and is tailor-made to boost your New Year's resolutions. Supplies of Secret 12 are very limited. Secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.